All right, let's cut straight to the chase. The first question everyone has, how much does it cost to own a private island? Well, that depends. Just like any piece of real estate, location is everything. Islands in the Caribbean, the Maldives, or French Polynesia, the places you see on postcards, can range from a few $1,000,000 to tens or even hundreds of millions, depending on the size, accessibility, and, of course, the views. Yes, you heard that right, upwards of $100 million. But let's say you're a little more budget conscious, if you can call it that, and are willing to look elsewhere. There are options. You could snag a smaller, less famous island in places like Canada, the United States, or even Europe for as low as $100,000. But be warned, you get what you pay for. These more affordable islands might be lacking in infrastructure, accessibility, or even basic amenities. Now, if you've got your heart set on a slice of tropical paradise, think somewhere in the ballpark of $1 million to $10 million for an entry-level island. But remember, that's just the starting price. The true cost of owning a private island is about so much more than just the purchase price. So you've signed on the dotted line and the island is yours. Now what? How do you even get there? This is where things start to get interesting. Owning a private island is like buying the world's most exclusive mansion, except it's surrounded by water. Unless your island is located within a quick speedboat ride from the mainland, you'll need to think about transportation, a helicopter pad, an airstrip, or perhaps your very own yacht. These are not just luxuries, they are necessities. The cost of a helicopter alone can set you back anywhere from $1.5 million to $10 million. And maintaining a private yacht? Well, that's an entirely different story. Think hundreds of thousands of dollars per year just in upkeep. And then, there's the challenge of getting supplies. Food, fuel, and basic necessities aren't exactly a quick drive away. You might need to arrange regular shipments, which can add thousands of dollars monthly to your expenses. And don't even get us started on emergency situations. A simple medical issue can require a costly emergency evacuation plan, often involving a private helicopter or seaplane. Now, let's talk about maintaining your private paradise. Sure, the island might look beautiful from a distance, but the truth is, tropical paradises require constant attention. Mother Nature can be a relentless landlord. First, there's the upkeep of the natural environment itself. Your beautiful white sand beaches, they need to be cleaned and maintained. The lush greenery? Regular landscaping is a must to prevent overgrowth. And that crystal clear water? It doesn't stay that way without effort. Depending on the size of your island, you're looking at a yearly bill of anywhere from $100,000 to several $1,000,000 just to keep nature in check. But that's not all. If your island has existing structures such as a house or villa, they'll need constant care. Saltwater, humidity, and tropical storms can wreak havoc on buildings. Regular maintenance, repairs, and renovation costs can easily add up to hundreds of thousands, if not millions, annually. And if you're starting from scratch and building a new home, add millions more to the tab. And let's not forget the human factor. You'll need a small army of staff, caretakers, groundskeepers, security, a personal chef, and maybe even a butler or two. Expect to spend a minimum of $300,000 per year on payroll, and that's just for a modest team. All right, so we've covered the costs and logistics. But what about the reason most people dream of owning a private island in the first place? Privacy. The allure of absolute seclusion is irresistible to many of the world's elite. No paparazzi, no prying eyes. Just you, your loved ones, and the endless ocean. But here's the twist. Privacy also comes with a price. While being far away from civilization has its perks, it also means limited access to modern conveniences. Internet and communication services, for instance, might require satellite connections that are both expensive and sometimes unreliable. If you're running a business or have a lifestyle dependent on being connected 24/7, that could be a deal breaker. And then there's security. It might seem that a private island offers the ultimate protection, but it also means you're far from help in an emergency. Most island owners invest heavily in private security, surveillance systems, and emergency preparedness plans, adding even more zeros to that ever-growing cost list. Now, let's talk about the lifestyle. Owning a private island means living a life many only dream about. Sipping champagne on your terrace at sunset, diving into crystal-clear waters, and hosting exclusive parties for the who's who of the world. But is the reality as dreamy as it sounds? Living on a private island can be incredibly rewarding, but also surprisingly isolating. Sure, you can invite friends and family over for unforgettable gatherings, but they'll need to be flown or ferried in, and that's not always as easy or convenient as it sounds. Day-to-day life on a private island can also be more challenging than expected. Simple tasks, like grocery shopping or going to a doctor's appointment, require careful planning and considerable effort. And unless you're a natural-born hermit, the isolation can get lonely. The ultimate luxury, it turns out, comes with trade-offs. So, is owning a private island worth it? That depends on what you value. If you crave absolute privacy, the freedom to create your own world, and have the resources to manage the significant costs and logistics, then a private island could be the ultimate status symbol. A personal paradise that few will ever experience. But if you're not ready for the challenges that come with it, from the exorbitant cost to the isolation and the endless upkeep, it might just be best to stick to visiting these islands rather than owning one. But hey, at the end of the day, that's what makes it so exclusive, right? Not everyone can handle the reality of owning their own slice of paradise. But for those who can, well, they truly live life on a whole different level. What do you think? Would you take the plunge and buy a private island if you had the means? Or does the reality seem a bit too daunting? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this peek into the world of extreme luxury, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Lux Insider, and turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure into the lives of the world's wealthiest. Until next time, keep dreaming big and living luxuriously.